Good morning, guys. Today is 4th of February, and I have my exams from 7th of February. Weather changed all of a sudden from almost yesterday, day before yesterday, and it's very cold right now. It's difficult to study in this kind of season, but it's my final exams of third year, so I have to study. Plus, after all the court case and drama, finally the exam dates were confirmed just some 3 days ago. Even though I knew in the back of my mind that the our exams won't be postponed and the case will not be in students' favor, but still, I it was very distracting to look for the updates of the case and check for um, any judgment and all. So I don't know how many times I've spoken about this in my videos. It's again the Zeigarnik effect in action. Yeah, finally after that, from past 2 days, I have begun serious preparations and. First exam is PSM. So actually, in our old timetable, we had ample amount of time between each exam to study for and prepare for the exam. Like for example, for even for PSM 1 and 2, we had ample amount of time. For before PSM 2 exam, we had like 3 days to study. But according to the new timetable, we have just 1 day between each exam, except for the ophthal. New timetable, there's a lot of preliminary study that is required, and I think I have done it. Let's see. I have read a little bit of ENT and forensic. For forensic, I guess that much I haven't prepared honestly, because I think it can be completed in 1 day. For Aftar also, we have 2 days of gap in between. But for PSM 1 and 2, PSM 1 is the first exam, and for PSM 2, we have just 1 day for preparation. So, from 2 days, I have prepared for PSM 2, and probably from today, I'm gonna begin PSM 1 preparation along with a little bit of PSM 2 in between. So, one thing that I have learned from my past experience is never neglect your first exam, because that can decide the mindset for your subsequent exams. So, last time during my second professional exams, I had pathology 1 paper as my first paper, and pathology 1 constitutes of general pathology and hematology. So, due to my exam anxiety, I couldn't complete hematology properly. Like, even the basic concepts of anemia, I didn't study properly. I couldn't just concentrate on studies due to a number of reasons, anxiety and stuff. And the major question we had got in our final exams was iron deficiency anemia. So, and also, since I had not read that properly, like it's a basic question, but I had kept that question at last to answer. And due to some time management issues, I couldn't complete it, like I couldn't write it properly at the last. So my scores overall declined, and since I didn't have that much satisfaction of writing that exam, I had a guilt that though I performed the other subjects better, but still, whenever there's some guilt that I couldn't write that basic question properly. Anyways, so this time I'm gonna focus more on my first paper, that is PSM 1 and 2. I don't consider it differently. I consider it as a single paper because there can be many topics overlap between the two papers. Also, since I don't have much time before PSM 2, so let's see how it goes. I started with environment and health, which I thought was easy. It is indeed easy, but a very lengthy chapter to complete. Also in PSM, there are two types of answers as far as I have noticed the pattern. One is where the examiners, they expect you to write the exact terminologies as it is given in the PARC textbook. So yeah, the PARC is gold standard of PSM, as we all know. That type of questions are like elements of primary healthcare or the principles of primary healthcare, where the exact points given in the textbook need to be written or reproduced in the exam. The second type is where we can improvise a lot. We should just have written the headings or the subheadings in under which we should write the exam, but the content can be modified or can be improvised as per the needs of the question. So yeah, those are the main two types of answers that need to be written in the PSM, and the preparation will vary accordingly. Not only deciding the number of chapters you're going to complete that day, but also deciding on the order in which you're going to complete those chapters can enhance your productivity to a great extent. A quick update. So from morning, I started with environment and health, which is a component of PSM paper one, and it's almost 10:45 right now, and I've completed only half of the chapter. I have still lots of targets to complete for today, and my pace is going really slow. So it's time to take a break and treat myself with a chocolate for all the efforts I've been putting and much more efforts that is yet to come, and then continue with this. Hi guys, so it's already 6 o'clock and it's been long since the last update. And I almost completed the environmental health and the screening chapter. A little part of entomology is remaining, but I knew it was time to take a break because I was reading the same sentence again and again with unconsciously, and I couldn't focus on that, and there was nothing going into my head. So I decided to take a break, and yeah, now I'm just watching TV and chilling because I know it's my final exam, but still, instead of doing reading with half mind, I always prefer quality over quantity in terms of study. So uh, studying for half an hour with full focus is much better than unfocused study for 2 to 3 hours. So that's what taking a break or watching TV shows or something can get my mind some needed much needed break, and then I can get back to studies, and I can get stuff done much faster. Also, one quick tip that I am following for PSM from from the beginning is the chapters in PSM are like very vast. It contains like 80-90 pages, like a single chapter. For example, the environment and health, it is of more than 80 pages. So how I study that is, after each and every, like after a topic in the chapter, I just keep a bookmark and set a target of completing that particular topic. I don't set extravagant goals of completing the whole chapter at once. So in that matter, I can trick my brain that just have to complete one topic, and once I complete the topic, then I shift my bookmark to the next topic. So it is basically dividing the macro goals into micro goals, so that we can get motivated easily to complete small chunks, and after 4 to 5 such sessions, our entire chapter would be completed without much effort, like with effort but without much stress. Yeah. Hi guys, so a quick update. Today is 5th of February, and yesterday was quite a productive day, and I completed all my set targets. Yeah, so today I have much more targets than yesterday, and I began my day reading demography, and yeah, I'm reading that right now. And I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying reading community medicine, unlike my previous experiences. I'm really motivated to study PSM because this is gonna be one last time that I'm gonna read this one giant of a book for my theory exams.
Later that same evening.
The reason why I'm reading Park even before my exams is I have read through this book my whole year, and changing my resource just before the exams is not at all a good idea. Reading from the same book also helps in strengthening the pictographic memory, and yeah, it's always a good idea to read from the same book that we have prepared the whole year. Also, quoting points from the standard book can fetch us great marks. Hi guys, so it's 8 in the evening and I've completed almost 3 chapters, three big, relatively big units in community medicine, and I have my exams in exactly like around 48 hours. This is my final exams of my pre-final year and it's relatively important exams. And whenever I feel monotonous, I used to take a break and do some physical activity or take a stroll on the terrace. But now due to my knee pain, I'm not able to walk that much. Last week and all I was walking properly, but and from last 3 days it's paining. I don't know for what reason. So whenever I want to take a break, right now I'm just watching TV or doing some other activities other than studies, because I don't want to reach a phase of burnout right on the night before the exams. That was one mistake that I even did last year during my exams. I studied non-stop like the week before the exams, and when tomorrow is the exams, the day before the exams, I was totally exhausted and I couldn't do the revision, last moment revision or anything. And yeah, that's a worse situation. So to avoid that, I'm taking adequate breaks right now. Obviously, I'm not ending my day here. I'm gonna do some 2 more chapters I have to complete. Small chapters I have kept. So yeah, it'll become too much monotonous inserting time lapse of me studying again and again the same videos. So I'm ending the video here. All the best for anyone who's appearing for their exams, who have their exams in the near future. I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, then don't forget to share your experience in the comments down below. Until next time, take care.